Morning everyone. We are on the Hana highway and we are cycling out to the Keanae Peninsula. This has to be one of my all-time favorite rides on the island. The West Maui Loop is beautiful, but this is even more spectacular. There are little bridges and waterfalls at every turn. So come along for the ride. So the first part of the ride is on a fairly large highway, but after a couple of kilometers that gives way to this much narrower, windier road, and traffic usually slows down quite a bit. So don't be put off by the big highway at the beginning of the road. We used to park at Twin Falls, but they've reserved that now really just for the hike to the Twin Falls. So we had to park this time around at the Jaws General Store, which is about 6 kilometers away from the Twin Falls parking lot. So it adds a little bit to the ride. It's usually a good idea to get a fairly early start on this ride so that you avoid a lot of the traffic. Today we started at about 9:15, but it's January 1st, so we're thinking most people are still in bed recovering from last night. How you doing?
Enjoying the delights of the Hana Road.
Cafes along the road. Are the famous rainbow eucalyptus trees. You can see the color on their bark. The road from Paia to Hana on the Hana highway is in pretty good shape. After Hana, as it travels out towards the Pi'ilani highway, it gets quite a bit rougher.
How are you doing, Jer?
Doing well.
Tell me some more.
All right.
Where are we?
We're on the Hana highway heading out towards Keanae Peninsula.
And are you having fun?
Having fun.
It's a chisel to smile off my face.
I just love the jungle sounds. Yeah, riding on the Hana highway, I've said it before and I'll say it again, every corner is just a vista you will never forget. These cars have seen better days. Even on a sunny day like today, the road is never really dry. It's always going to be wet. I'm not sure of the exact number of bridges on this highway, but it is significant. Yeah, I can see that you're getting hangry. So they have repaved the little access road here down to Keanae Peninsula. It used to be in pretty rough shape. So riding time is about an hour and 35 minutes. Lots of stopping in between, and we've ridden about 30 kilometers.
I was hoping Sandy's was open, but I was prepared in case she wasn't. I'm a bit hangry now, so I know it's time to stop for a snack. So I'm having a stroopwafel.
So what's your favorite part of this ride, Catherine?
You know, shout out to Trans-Rockies Gravel Royale, because I do feel like I'm a different rider since then, in a good way. You know, I'm not worried about, oh my gosh, we've got so many miles to go. I'm just enjoying every pedal spin.
I just love being in the jungle. Yeah, it's such a wild ride. So different than riding in Vancouver. So a few years ago, Catherine and I did this ride. Catherine had just purchased the felt that she's riding now, and she had these old mountain bike shoes. And we got as far as the peninsula here, and we looked at Catherine's shoes, and the sole had disintegrated and was coming off the shoes. So we had to find some tape, and we had to tape Catherine's feet up so that we could ride back towards Paia. Okay, so we had a little bit to eat, and we're heading back now towards Paia, and there's still lots to be seen on the way back.
and personal.
Yeah.
Give me some thoughts.
Oh, it's such a... I'm always kind of at a loss for words.
Are you in your happy place?
Yeah, I love riding out here. It's just...
Even with all the traffic?
Even with all the traffic, it's...
We didn't leave early enough today.
Back at the rainbow eucalyptus trees. Not really all that colorful today. As I say, when they're wet, they're much nicer to see. So this is the parking lot for Twin Falls. This is where we used to park, but this is now only for those hiking Twin Falls. So we've got about another 6 kilometers to go to the Jaws General Store. And here we are back at the Jaws General Store. So I hope you enjoyed that ride. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment and consider subscribing to the channel. So how does that ride compare to West Maui Loop, Catherine? it's in the jungle. It's, you know, I would say the first part of the West Maui Loop to Kahakaloa is sort of a similar idea, but this just feels a bit more exotic and tropical and foresty, jungly. Yeah, I have to admit, I know that West Maui Loop is kind of the standard for everybody, but I think this really competes with the West Maui Loop just in terms of the beauty. And it's a challenging ride, lots of up and down. Thanks for watching.